Imagine a king, not just any king, but the richest king the world has ever known. His name echoes through time, Mansa Musa. He ruled the West African empire of Mali. His wealth, incomprehensible. We're talking gold, more gold than anyone could fathom. Some historians believe his fortune, adjusted for inflation, would be worth trillions of dollars today. His story, though, is about more than just riches. It's about faith, generosity, and the impact one man can have on the world. Mansa Musa wasn't born with a golden spoon in his mouth. His early years were marked by a modest upbringing, despite being part of a royal family. Unlike many other princes who were groomed from birth to rule, Musa's childhood was relatively unremarkable. He spent his days learning the ways of his people, understanding their struggles, and gaining a deep appreciation for the land he would one day govern. He wasn't even first in line for the throne. In fact, the line of succession was long and winding, filled with numerous princes, each with their own ambitions and dreams of power. The royal court of ancient Mali was a complex web of politics and intrigue, where alliances were made and broken, and the path to the throne was never straightforward. Details of his early life are shrouded in the mists of time. Much of what we know comes from ancient manuscripts and scrolls which paint a picture of a young prince who was both curious and intelligent. These documents, though fragmented, suggest that Musa was a keen learner, always eager to absorb knowledge from the world around him. The misty landscapes of ancient Africa, with their rich history and culture, provided a backdrop for his formative years. We know he was born into the Keita dynasty, a royal family with a lineage that claimed descent from Bilal ibn Rabah, a companion of the Prophet Muhammad. This illustrious heritage was a source of great pride for Musa and his family. The Keita dynasty was renowned for its leadership and wisdom, and Musa was expected to uphold these values. The connection to Bilal ibn Rabah added a spiritual dimension to their rule, emphasizing justice, faith, and service to the people. Musa's path to becoming Mansa, meaning King of Kings, was paved with twists of fate. The journey was not easy, and it required both resilience and strategic thinking. The ancient African kingdom was vast and diverse, with many challenges to overcome. Musa's ascent to power was marked by a series of unexpected events, each shaping his destiny in profound ways. His ability to navigate these twists of fate demonstrated his exceptional leadership qualities. His predecessor, according to some accounts, took a fleet of ships across the Atlantic Ocean, never to return. This mysterious expedition left a power vacuum in the kingdom, creating an opportunity for Musa to rise. The story of the lost fleet is one of the many legends that surround his predecessor's reign, adding an element of mystery and adventure to the history of Mali. The deserted shipwrecks serve as a haunting reminder of the risks and uncertainties of exploration. Musa, a skilled administrator and military strategist, then ascended to the throne. His leadership was characterized by a blend of wisdom, strength, and compassion. As Mansa, he worked closely with his advisors to implement policies that would benefit his people. His military prowess ensured the security of the kingdom, while his administrative skills helped to streamline governance. Under his rule, Mali flourished, becoming a beacon of prosperity and culture in the ancient world. How did Mansa Musa become so wealthy? This question has fascinated historians and economists alike for centuries. Mansa Musa, the ruler of the Mali Empire in the 14th century, is often cited as one of the wealthiest individuals in history. His empire's wealth was not just a matter of luck or inheritance. It was built on strategic control of valuable resources and trade routes. Two words, gold and salt. These two commodities were the cornerstone of Mali's economic power. Gold in particular was abundant in the region, and the Mali Empire had some of the richest gold mines in the world. The Mali Empire, under Musa's rule, controlled vast gold mines. These mines produced an enormous amount of gold, which was then traded across Africa, Europe, and Asia. The wealth generated from these mines was staggering and contributed significantly to the empire's prosperity. This precious metal, highly sought after throughout the world, flowed from Mali like a golden river. Traders from far and wide came to Mali to exchange goods for gold, making the empire a bustling hub of commerce and trade. But gold wasn't the only source of Mali's wealth. The empire also had a strategic advantage in controlling the trade of another highly valuable commodity, salt. They also controlled the salt trade. Salt was essential for preserving food and was a crucial part of the diet in many parts of the world. In the scorching Sahara Desert, salt was worth its weight in gold. Salt, essential for preserving food and flavoring meals, was a precious commodity, especially in the scorching Sahara Desert. Caravans laden with salt would travel across the desert, bringing this vital resource to various parts of the world. Mansa Musa's control over these resources made him the wealthiest man alive. His strategic management of gold and salt not only enriched his empire but also left a lasting legacy that continues to be studied and admired to this day. Mansa Musa was a devout Muslim. Like all devout Muslims, he yearned to make the Hajj, the pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca. In 1324, Musa embarked on his journey. This was no ordinary pilgrimage. Mansa Musa traveled in a manner befitting his status. He assembled a massive caravan said to include tens of thousands of people. Section 5. A golden caravan, Mansa Musa's extravagance on display. Imagine a caravan stretching as far as the eye can see, thousands of camels laden with gold, hundreds of slaves carrying golden staffs. This was the spectacle of Mansa Musa's pilgrimage. He didn't just travel, he made a statement. The world would know of Mali's wealth and generosity. Along the way, he built mosques, gave gold to the poor, and showered cities with his riches. Section 6. Cairo's Golden Shower. The impact of Musa's generosity. Mansa Musa's stop in Cairo, Egypt, became legendary. He gave away so much gold that he caused rampant inflation. The value of gold plummeted, and the Egyptian economy took years to recover. While his generosity had unintended consequences, it cemented his reputation as a benevolent ruler. People were astonished by his wealth and his willingness to share it. The stories of his generosity spread like wildfire. Section 7. Beyond Wealth. A ruler's legacy in education and Islam. Mansa Musa was more than just a wealthy king, he was a visionary leader. He used his wealth to build mosques and libraries, transforming cities like Timbuktu into centers of learning. Scholars and students from all over the Islamic world flocked to Timbuktu, drawn by its reputation for knowledge and scholarship. Musa's investment in education had a lasting impact, solidifying Mali's role as a center of Islamic learning for centuries. Section 8. The world takes notice. Mansa Musa's place in history. Word of Mansa Musa's wealth and pilgrimage reached far and wide. European cartographers, fascinated by the tales, began to depict him on their maps. One famous map, the Catalan Atlas, shows Mansa Musa holding a golden scepter and a nugget of gold, a testament to his wealth and influence. He put Mali on the map, literally and figuratively, introducing the world to the power and sophistication of this West African empire. Section 9. A legacy etched in gold. Mansa Musa's enduring impact. Mansa Musa's reign marked a golden age for the Mali Empire. Ascending to the throne in 1312, he inherited the kingdom already rich in resources. But his vision and leadership took it to unprecedented heights. His pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 is legendary, not just for its religious significance, but for the sheer opulence and generosity he displayed along the way. His caravan, reportedly consisting of tens of thousands of soldiers, attendants and slaves, along with hundreds of camels laden with gold, left an indelible mark on every city it passed through. He expanded its borders, strengthened its economy, and elevated its status on the world stage. Under his rule, the Mali Empire stretched from the Atlantic coast deep into the heart of Africa, encompassing a diverse range of cultures and peoples. This expansion was not just territorial, but also economic. Mansa Musa established trade routes that connected Mali to Europe, the Middle East, and Asia, making it a hub of commerce and culture. The bustling marketplaces of Timbuktu and Gao became centers of trade, where merchants from distant lands exchanged goods, ideas, and knowledge. But his true legacy lies in his contributions to Islam, education, and the arts. Mansa Musa was a devout Muslim, and his faith influenced many of his policies and projects. He commissioned the construction of grand mosques, such as the Jingarebe Mosque in Timbuktu, which still stands today as a testament to his devotion. He also established numerous madrasas, or Islamic schools, which attracted scholars from all over the Islamic world. These institutions became centers of learning, where subjects ranging from theology to astronomy were taught. The mosques and libraries he built continued to thrive long after his death, shaping the intellectual landscape of West Africa. The University of Sankore in Timbuktu, for instance, became one of the most important centers of learning in the medieval world, drawing students and scholars from far and wide. The manuscripts produced and preserved in these institutions covered a wide array of subjects, including mathematics, medicine, and law, and they played a crucial role in the transmission of knowledge across generations. Mansa Musa, the king whose riches were beyond measure, left behind a legacy that continues to inspire centuries later. His wealth was so immense that it reportedly caused inflation in the regions he passed through during his pilgrimage, a testament to the sheer volume of gold he distributed. Yet his true wealth lay in his vision for a prosperous and enlightened society. His reign is a reminder of the potential for leadership to effect positive change, not just through economic might, but through a commitment to education, culture, and faith. He reminds us that true wealth lies not just in material possessions, but in the pursuit of knowledge, the promotion of faith, and the betterment of humanity. Mansa Musa's story is a powerful example of how a leader can use their resources and influence to foster a legacy that transcends time. His contributions to the Mali Empire and the wider world continue to be felt today, as his story inspires new generations to value education, cultural exchange, and the pursuit of a greater good.